Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're live from Columbus, Georgia. Lady Dawgs softball fixing to take on Tryon. I'm Keith Newbern along with Jeremy Paxton. We'll be carrying the game today here on the Lanier County Network. About to get underway, and the Lanier County Lady Dawgs have already taken the field. First pitch from Aniston Gano on the way. Call, strike one. Gonna have to apologize. We don't have Tryon's lineup just yet. Number 2 is in the box, left-handed batter. Looking at an 0-1 pitch. Hit her in the elbow. Hit by pitch. She'll go down to first. Pitch a little bit inside. She had one of those protective guards on her left elbow, right elbow. Left-handed batter. Not a whole lot there that could hurt but they're going to check her out anyway. They've been working on this field all morning long. The rain is finally maybe quit. It's still a little bit of a mist. Terrible, terrible weather and field conditions, but they're going to try to play through it. Number 10 now stepping in the box for Tryon. Runner down at first, nobody out. First pitch, bunt, foul, straight back up against the screen. 0-1. They worked on the field quite a bit and never did really give us any indication they was going to start. Then started right away. 0-1 pitch from Gano. Call, strike right down the middle. 0-2 count. Tryon coming into the ball game, 19 wins, 5 losses. Lady Dawgs come in, 20 wins, 7 losses. 0-2 from Gano, popped out to Brogdon at second base. She makes the catch, 1 down. Runner a hold at first. Again, Lady Dawgs coming in, 20 wins against 7 losses. Their 3rd consecutive 20-win season under head coach Rob Brunell. These two teams matched up in the second round of the GHSA Class A playoffs back in 2016. Lady Dawgs took game 1 of that series, 14-1. Tryon bounced back and took the series with an 8-0 win in game 2 and a 7-1 win in game 3. First pitch from Gano to number 19 for Tryon is going to be called a ball, a little high. One popped up over towards first. Looks like it's going to bend and get out of play. Watson and Newsom giving chase, but the ball twisted out over the fence. 1-1 now on the batter.
Well, Keith, I think I have everything squared away with the computer.
Good deal.
Maybe.
Line drive out in center field. Brunell's going to come in a couple of steps, make the catch for out number 2. 2 away.
We are sitting under a canopy, and it's been this light mist rain coming through, so every now and then I check the computer to make sure I wipe off the little mist that comes around.
Yeah, it's been a heavy mist all morning here. Number 8 stepping into the box. First pitch to her's high. Runner still down at first. One ball, no strikes. Pitch from Gano. Swung on and hit deep out into left field. Back goes Allen, way back. That ball is out of here. 2-run shot by the cleanup hitter for Tryon. The Lady Dawgs find themselves early down 2-0. Big team here Tryon has. A lot bigger, say, size of the athletes that Tryon puts on the field than the Bowden team we played yesterday. Looks like they probably have a lot of pop in their bats. These girls took on Telfair County. Of course, Telfair was the Region 2A champion. They defeated Telfair yesterday 8-1, I believe was the final score. I believe they had a 4-run first in that ball game. Number 12 now stepping in the box. First pitch to her is high. 1-0 pitch, stayed up, 2-0. Count. Ball way outside. Newsom had to reach way out of the box and grab it. 3-0 now. 5-hole hitter for Tryon. Call strike one, inside corner. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Swung on, lined out in left field. Allen going back towards the fence. And that ball is out of here. Line drive home run just inside the foul pole down the left field line. Tryon takes a 3-0 lead. These girls swing the bat pretty well. Of course, Lady Dawgs get the hit. They'll get their opportunities. Allen jumped a little temporary fence out there and left and retrieved that ball and brought it back in. So hit batter and 2 home runs after 2 were out. Lady Dawgs need to find it out and get out of the inning. Number 3 a step in, 6-hole batter. Another tall girl. First pitch to her. Fouled, popped up. Newsom giving chase. Makes the catch. Nice play. Good hustle play there by Cassidy Newsom. Ball foul straight back. Couldn't have got over 8 or 10 foot high, and she dove and made the catch. So we get out of the top of the first. Tron's going to have 2 hits and 3 runs, both those hits being home runs. Of course, Tron's route to here, they did defeat Telfair yesterday, 8-1, as we said. Of course, common opponents here. Tryon swept Wilcox County, which is in our region, in the first round. They played Bowden earlier in the year and defeated Bowden 2-1, which Lady Dawgs played yesterday and defeated Bowden 2-0. So 2 teams look to be fairly equal on paper. Of course, Tryon has come out and jumped out early here, but a lot of softball left in this game.
We can see some more rain coming down again out there.
Yeah, it's gotten thicker again, Jeremy. And really, to me, this looks harder than it looked last night when they called the games. Angela Brogdon is going to lead things off here for the Lady Dawgs in the bottom half of the first inning. She had that great bunt yesterday to bring in Lanier County's second run. She steps in, wearing number 12. Pitcher for Tryon, warmed up, looked like she had a lot of velocity. First pitch to Brogdon. Looked high, but he's going to call that belt high strike it looked. He may have been a little above the belt. 0-1. 0-1 pitch, fouled off over to the right, over the first base dugout. First base dugout here is right at home plate. Third base dugout is way down the line behind the third base bag. It's a little difference here in the way the field looks. 0-2 pitch, ball high and away outside. 1-2. Angela Brogdon, the batter. She's looking to get things started here early. 1-2 pitch. Ball high. Of course, I called that a little soon. I better watch that. That umpire, according to that first pitch, he liked them high, but called that one a ball. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul straight back. Brogdon maybe timed her up a little bit this time. One thing you want to see out of your leadoff batter, work that pitcher, work the count deep, find a way to get on for the middle of the order. Another 2-2 pitch. Ball in the dirt. Full count. So Brogdon's having a quality at bat here. Working that pitcher, getting her deep in the count, making her throw a lot of pitches early in the ball game. Three-two pitch. Swung on, lined out into right center field. That ball's going to get down, maybe roll. Center fielder's going to cut it off, hold Brogdon to a single. Thought that might skip on that grass out there. That's usually the line drives will get down and skip on that wet grass, but that time that ball just stuck and the center fielder was able to corral it. So Brogdon's going to get on, give us a early hit. Yesterday we was deep in the ball game before either team found a base hit. Offense has started early today. L. Watson into the batter's box, 2-hole hitter, looking to move Ansley Brogdon around. First pitch to Watson, call strike. Brogdon just Watson didn't like that pitch. It looked pretty good from here, but wasn't something she was looking for. 0-1 pitch. Tried to bunt, fouled it back. Like she was bunting for a hit there more so than sacrifice. More of a sneaky bunt. She's going to be down 0-2. Gracie Brunell on deck. Pitch to Watson. Call high. Ball 1-2. One, two on the way. Ball low in the dirt. Blocked up nicely by the catcher. 2-2. Watson following in behind Brogdon. Running the count deep. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Swung on line towards first. Caught by the first baseman. Maybe got that one off a little bit off the end of the bat. Couldn't quite get it past the first baseman for out number 1. Gracie Brunell, 3-hole hitter, making her way to the plate. Gano on deck. Brunell digs in. Oh, 1, she puts down a bunt. Hugs the chalk. They're going to throw her out. She's safe. Call her safe at first. She put that ball perfectly down the third base line. It stuck right on the chalk. I believe the pitcher picked it up and made a nice throw down the first, but Gracie beat it out. Of course, we have 3 umpires, as we said yesterday, up in the championship series. They add an umpire, so you have one at first, one at third. So we got runners now on first and second with Gano at the bat, 1 down.
Step out.
She calls time. Pitcher took a little bit too much time. Lady Dawgs here in business, looking to get a couple of those runs back, if not more. Of course, we know Gano has the ability to tie this game up with 1 swing. Tron knows that as well. Catcher, pitcher not getting together on their signs. Catcher has to go out and talk with her. Lined out in the left center field, base hit. Brogdon around to third. How you going to hold her up there? That ball was hit too hard for her to score. Going to have bases loaded for Kenbeck. Hard line drive out in the left field. Really, the ball was just hit way too hard for any chance for Brogdon to score on it. Ball was brought back into the infield quickly. Runners at first and third. 3 hits here in the inning for the Lady Dawgs, looking to push the first run across. Kaylee Kofer coming in to run for Gano. So Kofer down at first. Brunell at second. Brogdon at third. Kenbeck steps in the box. 1 down. Here's the pitch. Ball high, gets by the catcher. Not a lot of room behind this backstop, and Brogdon unable to advance.
Be selective, let's go.
I'd say maybe
Gotta be your pitch.
maybe 12, 14 feet from the umpire and catcher's back to the fence. 1-0 pitch, another high ball.
Come to you.
Catcher's able to stand up and catch that one. 2-0 pitch. Kimbeck got a hitter's count. Tron's coach is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Try to settle her down a little bit. Nowhere to put Kimbeck. Base is loaded. Kimbeck can look for something here she can drive. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded down to first. By the first baseman off her leg. Brogdon scores. Brunel scores. Kofi will hold up at second. 3-2. As Jacqueline Kimbeck hits a hard ground ball down towards first, and the first baseman couldn't handle. Bounced off of her glove over towards the right field fence.
Come on, Rambo.
Two-run score, and we got a 3-2 ball game. First pitch to Ramsey James, ball high and away. Of course, James capable of putting a charge into one also. She has 3 or 4 home runs, maybe more on the year. She waits a 1-0 pitch. There it is, swung and missed, 1-1. Again, Kaylee Kofer down at second, running for Gano. Kimbeck on at first. 1 down. Lady Dawgs looking to tie this thing back up or take the lead. Pitch, ball, and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. James should get a good pitch here to hit. Hit in the count. Foul straight back off the catcher's mask. 2-2. Coach Brunel calls James down to talk with her a second. I think he wanted to give the Tron catcher a minute there to catch her breath. That ball was fouled back hard off of her face mask. James back in, waiting on a 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 down. Still 2 runs on. Gonna bring Cassidy Newsom to the plate. Still 2 runners on. Kofer down at second. Kimbeck over at first. Newsom in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed. A little bit behind it. Just a little bit behind it. Of course, Newsom put a charge in a couple of balls up in Commerce last week. Could do the same here. 0-1 pitch. Taken outside. 1-1. Newsom's been the catcher for the Lady Dawgs all year. Done a good job back there behind the plate, catching the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got 2 down. Runners on first and second.
Got 2 on and you only need 1.
1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball high, 2-2. Lady Dawgs have run these counts very deep here in the bottom half of the first inning. Getting a lot of work out of this Tryon pitcher. Hopefully that'll wear her down as the game moves along. 2-2 pitch. Couldn't hold up. Strike 3. Swinging. That'll end the bottom half of the first. For the Lady Dawgs will be with Tryon leading 3-2. Lanier County had 2 hits in the inning, 3 hits in the inning, scored a pair of runs. Has done a good job of getting a couple of those back. They gave up 3 in the first, but answered back with 2, and that'll kind of build some confidence as the game moves along.
Have you seen Phillip?
Have not.
He said he was coming, at least I thought so. I have not seen him, though.
Have not saw Mr. Connell, but once again, want to thank Mr. Connell and Connell Cabinets for sponsoring these championship games for the Lady Dawgs as we're up in Columbus, Georgia at the Elite 8. There's Connell Cabinets and Millworks in Lakeland, Georgia. Going to sponsor all the games this week as we're up here, hopefully to win a state championship. Newsom throws the ball down to second. We're going to get ready for the top half of the second inning. Number 7 hitter for Tryon is going to be number 21. She steps in. Gano's ready. First pitch. Ball high. Gets over Newsom's head back to the screen. 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Call, strike right down the middle. 1-1. Ball low and inside, 2-1. Just run around the defense like real quick. Gano's is in the pitching circle. Newsom behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball 3 inside. 3-1. L. Watson down at first. Ansley Brogdon at second. Jacqueline Kimbeck over at short. Ramsey James at third. Jordan Allen out in left. Ground ball to James at third. She picks it up on a hop. Throws over to first for out number 1. Gracie Brunell in center. And Jenna Shaw in right. So 1 down. 5-3 put out. 8-hole hitter number 17 steps up for Tryon. Swings, hits a ground ball up the middle, just past the outstretched glove of Jacqueline Kimbeck for a base hit. She went up there aggressively, swung at the first pitch, hit a hard ground ball back through the middle. Umpire, that ball is a little too wet, throws it over somebody to dry it off with a towel. Number 22, stepping in, number 9 hitter. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Ball low and inside. Blocked nicely there by Newsom. He held a runner at first. Two and 0 to count. Ball low and inside. 3-0. Don't want to walk the 9-hole hitter. There's the pitch inside, ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second with 1 down. Bring it up the top of the order. Number 2 batting again. Well, she was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Come around to score on the 2-run homer.
Nobody better, Gano. Let's go. A lot of confidence.
Left-handed batter. She steps in the box. First pitch from Gano. Ball outside, and that's the last 4 to 5 pitches have been in the exact same location. They were inside on the 9-hole hitter, right-handed batter. Now we got a left-handed batter. 1-0 pitch. It's fouled at the plate. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit out towards left field. Allen over. Can't make the catch. She cuts it off before it gets in the corner. Gets the ball back in. Bases will be loaded. Allen made a nice running effort for the ball. Couldn't quite come up with it, but was able to cut it off and keep it from getting down in that corner. And held a runner up at third, didn't allow her to score. Trying to have the bases loaded. 1 down. Number 2 hitter stepping in. Ball low and inside. Blocked up by Newsom. This young lady popped up to L. Watson the first time. No, I'm sorry. She popped up to second baseman the first time up. Ball 2 low and inside. Nowhere to put her here. Got to find the strike zone. Home plate has nearly been covered up with clay. Haven't saw the umpire clean it at all. 2-0. Little high. 3-0. No battling here. Call strike right across the inside corner. 3-1. Of course, there's a lot of pressure here on these young ladies to perform well. Fly ball popped up out into left center field. Allen makes the call, but she dropped the ball in and out of her glove. 1 run's going to score, and that'll do it. But she made a long run and called off Brunel, but the ball hit in the palm of her glove and popped out for an error. Trion's 4th run of the ball game. East 7. Bases will stay loaded. Coach Brunel goes out and wants to talk with his team. Like he's going to make a pitching change here. Ramsey James will come in to pitch. Gano will move over to third. Like I was saying, it was a lot of pressure on these young ladies, and it's big ball games here. Every pitch is important, and they do as well as they possibly can, and they're playing against the elements and all this pressure, and sometimes things just kind of unravel a little bit, but they try to gather themselves back up. James warming up. Looks like she's throwing a lot of good pitches around the strike zone. Three hole hitters due up for Tryon. She lined out to Gracie Brunel in center field her last time up. Umpire has decided he'll clean the plate off. There is a plate under all that clay. James is ready. Batter's in the box. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. Bounced up there. Nice block by Newsom. 1-0. Pitch. Ball low and inside. 2-0. Bases loaded with Tryon Bulldogs. They're Bulldogs, but they wear charcoal gray and blue, royal blue. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul down towards third, into the corner. Allen will run over and retrieve it. James will get a new ball. Any ball that touches anything on the ground here is really, really wet. And it'll require some drying. Pitch, ball low and inside, 3-1. Squirted past Newsom a little bit. She got enough glove on it there to keep anybody from advancing. 3-1 count. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put her. Here's the pitch. Ball low. And in the dirt. Ball 4. Got away from Newsom. Second runner's going to kind of throw to the plate, and she is out. So the pitch was low and in the dirt. Bounced, got away from Newsom a little bit. She ran over and retrieved it, fired it over to James, and got the second runner out at the plate. Score now will be 5-2. 2 outs. Four-hole hitter in the box. She hit a 2-run homer her first time up. First pitch to her, low and inside. Just a hair low. Runners at first and third. Ball, may call strike right down the middle, 1-1. The scoreboard showing 1 out. I have 2.
It shows 2. I see it there.
They've lit it up now. It only had 1 showing on it, so 2 away. Ball high. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the try-on cleanup hitter. 2-1 pitch. Swung and missed. 2-2. So she hit that 2-run homer in the first. James trying to keep the ball low. Keep anything she can drive up and out of here. Ball really carried here this week. Here's the pitch. Swung on the line. Foul. Down the third base line. We'll do it all over. Runners go back. First and third. James gives her defense time to get set. She's ready. 1-2 pitch. Swung on the line out in the left field. Up and over Allen's head. And against the fence. 1 run is in. They're waving the second run. The throw is over the cutoff. She'll score. It's going to be 7-2 Tryon on a base hit from the cleanup hitter. That's her 4th RBI of the game. That runner came all the way around to score from first base on a long single over Allen's head up against the left field fence. First pitch to the number 5-hole hitter, number 12. Ball up, 1-0. James trying to find a third out here in the top half of the second inning. Here's the pitch, another ball up, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up down towards third, and nobody can get to that one. Wasn't really hit hard enough for, it's kind of hit right in the middle of all 3 players, and nobody could really get to it. Strike 1, be 2-1. Tryon, a very good hitting ball club. 2-1 pitch. Swung on a foul back, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and we're in the second inning. That's those numbers Jeremy likes. It's a little bit different looking scoreboard. They don't have the numbers on there. They have
at least
they
this
the
one's
lights.
working. Like the one yesterday, it kept going off.
That's right. Here's 2-2. Swung on, fouled off over the right field fence. Foul back over first. Fence over near first, still 2-2. Again, we're in the top half of the second inning. 7 runs, 7-2 Tryon. After a long, long rain delay. Here's the pitch, low and inside. That runner looks like she took off down the second. She'll make it. Sliding in there. So runner down at second, full count on the number 5 hitter for Tryon. She also hit a solo homer her last time up. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. Ball 4. She'll jog down to first base. So we'll have runners at first to second. Still 2 outs. That'll bring up number 3. She popped up on a great play back behind Newsom here in the top half of the first to end that inning. Hopefully we'll end it here. Call strike 1. Nice pitch from James. Belt high right down the middle. Batter didn't offer. Here's the pitch. Ball low and inside. One and one. Here's the pitch. Swung on, tap foul towards third. Coach will make a play on it. No, he won't. Got by him. He booted it. Error on the coach. 1 and 2. One-two pitch. Low and inside. Change up. It never developed. 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded down to Gano at third. She'll step on the bag to end the inning. But not before Tryon picks up 4 more runs, and they'll lead our Lady Dawgs 7-2. But we put a lot of runners on base in the bottom of the second. Our girls are capable of scoring with this team. This is a good hitting ball team, but we are known to hit the ball ourselves. Of course, we had a 10-8 win up in Commerce. No reason why that couldn't happen again this morning. We may be getting close to afternoon now as we approach exactly 12 p.m. Again, we want to thank Connell Cabinets Millworks, 28 East Church Avenue in Lakeland, for sponsoring these games up here this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hopefully we have saw all the rain that we're going to see for the remainder of the tournament. I've been to a lot of tournaments, and yesterday was the first time I ever went to one where I got there at 9 a.m., played 1 ball game, and stayed at the park till dark and didn't play another one. It rained off and on all day. Jenna Shaw will lead off for the Lady Dawgs here in the bottom of the second. Jordan Allen is on deck. We'll go back to the top of the order with Hensley Brogdon. Shaw steps in the batter's box. First pitch to her. Ball low and inside. Of course, Jenna got the rally started yesterday. She walked to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Came around to score the first run of the game. Well, actually, she was pinch run for, and the pinch runner came around to score, but she took the walk and got things going. 0-1 pitch, fouled off at the plate, fouled it off of her foot. She awaits a 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung on the ground back through the middle. Got by the shortstop. Second baseman was there. She's going to beat it out. Base hit. Ground ball, base hit, back up the middle for Shaw. Looks like she got that rally going yesterday. Let's see what happened here. Allen put down a nice bunt yesterday in that rally. Put it right between the two corners, the catcher and the pitcher. Nobody could field it. Oh, the first pitch to her is called strike right down the middle. Of course, Jordan wears that lucky number 13. She'll step back in the box after getting her signed. 0-1 pitch. On the way, she tried to bunt but missed. Couldn't get it down. 0-2. There's Allen, a senior, playing in her final few games here for the Lady Dawgs. She'd love to have a state championship at the end of her career. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. 1-2. Ansley Brogdon, another senior, waiting on deck. 1-2 to Allen. Swung on, ground ball down past the third baseman, off the bag. That'll be a base hit. So runners on first and second with nobody out. Top of the lineup. Ansley Brogdon walking to the plate. Back-to-back infield singles from Shaw and Allen. It's got the Lady Dawgs right back in the scoring position. Brogdon singled and scored her first time up in the first inning. Hit a hard line drive out in the right center field gap. She takes the first pitch, call strike one. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Shaw down at second. Allen over at first. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded foul past first. Goes through Coach Nash, right through her. I'm sure she didn't make those kind of plays in college. She probably fielded them all. She's going to laugh that one off. Again, the ball thrown out of play. Every time it touches anything on the ground, it's wet and unplayable. Brogdon away to another 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on, lined out in that right center field gap again. That ball is caught by the right fielder, and Shaw will be doubled off at second base. Brogdon really put a charge into that ball, and the right fielder ran over and made a running backhanded catch in the gap and threw the ball back in and doubled Shaw off, who had taken off running. Really you would have thought that ball was getting down. Most anybody would have. Unfortunate break there for the Lady Dawgs. L. Watson's going to step into the box. First pitch to her is called strike right down the middle. So the complexion of this inning is going to change, as we're now 2 outs, runner on first. 0-1 to Watson, high and away, 1-1. One line off the glove of the shortstop, trickles out into right field. Hit the shortstop's glove and rolled towards right field. The right fielder had to come over and pick it up. He wouldn't. So that tells you how hard that ball was hit. It was hit to the shortstop's left. She run over to make the play. It hit off her glove and went to right field, not left field. So that tells you how hard the ball was. It was really hit off of Watson, the bat. We got runners on first and second again now with 2 out. And Gracie Brunel stepping in the box. She bunted for a single her last time up. Came around and scored. First pitch low and inside. 1-0. So Allen down at second. Watson over at first. Brunell in the box, waiting a 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Swung on, grounded. Foul over towards third. 1-1. So this pitcher has not fooled the Lady Dawgs. They come ready to swing the bats. So this game far from over. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled. Foul back. 1-2. Tryon played for the state championship last year, played in the championship game, losing to Gordon Lee. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled again. Of course, the winner of this game will play the winner of Gordon Lee, and I'm trying to remember who Gordon Lee is playing this morning. Here's the pitch. Swung on a line. Kind of died down, and the third baseman picked it up and threw her out at first. So that'll end the bottom half of the second with the score still Tryon 7, Lady Dawgs 2. Jeremy, do you know who Gordon Lee is playing over there? They're playing in the stadium, and
right now I can look. Have
yeah.
you already done that?
I tried to look and I can't find it as quickly as I was wanting to.
Okay, I got it right here. Let it reload.
While we're doing that, I want to give a shout out again to the folks, the kids down at the primary school. Miss Tammy says everybody's listening in again this morning. Hope y'all are enjoying the broadcast.
Gordon Lee is playing Marion County.
Gordon Lee playing Marion. So the winner of this contest will play Gordon Lee. The loser will play Marion County. In the loser's bracket, of course, it's a double elimination tournament. You must be beaten twice before you're beaten out of the tournament. Here we go. James first pitch is gonna be low and inside here in the top half of the third inning. Be the number 7 hitter. Grounded out to third her last time. Pitch looked closer than what he give us credit for. Calling the ball. 3-0, he says. 3-0. That heavy miss starting back. Here's the pitch. Same spot. Call strike one. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike on the 7-hole hitter for Tryon. Ramsey James in the circle now in relief of Gano. Here's the pitch. Swung on and foul down towards third. Gano will run over and make the play. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from James. Swung on, ground the ball back up through the middle. Kimbeck makes a play, throws over to first, not in time. Ball really wasn't hit that hard. Kimbeck had to come over. She was playing in the 5-6 hole. Come over, made a good effort. Nice throw over to first, just wasn't quite in time. So infield hit for Tryon. First pitch to number 17, the 8-hole hitter. It's foul back over the screen.
That went over in the other field on the other side over there.
Over another field, Jeremy says.
Through some pine trees, too.
Beat the pine trees and all. No balls, 1 strike. Of course, this batter had a base hit out in the left field her last time up. Here's the pitch. She squared around the bunt, pull back. 1-1. Lady Dawgs had everybody charging. One pitch, nobody out. Bunts down. Watson's going to field it. Throws over to first. Brogdon for the out. One down. Runner moves down to second.
I look down there at that first base and I can't even see it. Don't know where it's at. I think I kind of see it right there, but it's got so much dirt on it.
Yeah, Jeremy, these bases are buried. This is terrible, terrible field conditions. So we got one away. 9-hole hitter comes up. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. 1-0. So Tryon now has a runner down at second and one out. Ground ball to second. Brogdon fields it, looks at third, but throws it to first. Runner a move over to third. 2 away for the top of the order. So the first out of the inning was a 3-4 put out. Second out's going to be a 4-3 put out. Leadoff batter for Tryon steps in. She's reached base both times, hit by a pitch, and singled, I think, her last time up. She takes the first pitch for a ball. She scored 2 of their 7 runs. Doing what a leadoff hitter does. Get on base, get around and score. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit her again. Same spot, same elbow pad. She'll jog down to first. Umpire said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, you didn't try to get out of the way. You don't get a base. You come back and get back in the box. Just be a ball.
That ball hit the fence right here in front of me.
Good thing for that fence, huh?
Yeah, that's right. At least it wasn't plexiglass like yesterday.
That's right. That plexiglass was giving us fits over there, wasn't it, Jeremy? Jeremy has went out and bought us a canopy tent, one of these easy up, pop up Ozarks. And we're out of the weather, out of the elements. Very appreciative of that. Everybody else is standing around, sitting around with umbrellas. So we're going to have a 2-ball, no strike count on the batter. Man in blue says you can't, you're not going to get hit by the pitch. You didn't try to get out of the way. So 2-0, here's the pitch. Call, strike right down the middle, 2-1. Coach Ray hiding over here behind the fence. Got his hoodie on, trying to stay dry. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off her foot, 2-2.
Tell him he can come over here and use the headphones and do some talking.
Coach Ray, Jeremy said you want to get on the radio. Jeremy said, would you like to get on the radio?
What'd he say?
He says it doesn't matter. If you don't want to do it, he'll do it.
Oh, it don't matter. If he wants to sit down, he can come over here.
2-2 pitch.
Ooh.
Hit her in the helmet. I think she'll get the base that time.
Yeah, I think so. She tried to move, too.
So she got hit twice in the at-bat, and second time she's going to get the base. Hit her in the back of the helmet. I think she's fine.
I heard that, too, even with the headphones on.
Coach is going to walk over and talk with her, but first base coach is kind of laughing. I think he knows she's okay. Hate to see anybody get hit in the head. The first pitch hit her in the elbow, and she's wearing one of those big elbow pads, and she's probably been hit several times. That's probably one of her offensive weapons. Lead off hitter. You get on any way you can. So we'll have runners on first and third, 2 outs. 2-hole hitter up. She reached on an error by the left fielder last time. First pitch, ball and away. She had a lazy fly ball out in the left center field. Was unable to come up with it. She ended up coming around to score on that. Errors kind of cost us in that last inning. Here's the pitch. 1-0 grounded down towards third. Gano fields it, but it's foul. Made a nice throw over to first. Would have been an out. Have no idea how these umpires are seeing these bases. They're completely covered in mud.
Even the home plate.
Even home plate, he's wiped it. He's brushed it off once. I think he may have just given up on it. Umpire's blocking me in the scoreboard. I can't see the count. I know it's 1-1 at least. Here's the pitch.
It is 1-1 with 2 outs.
Runner takes off the second. No throw. Newsom chose to throw behind the runner at third. She wasn't taking it. We have runners at second, third. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. The number 2 batter for Tryon. Swung on a line out in the left center field. Brunel cuts it off. 2 runs will score. Tryon will take a 9-2 lead. Bring up number 19, 3-hole hitter. She lined out to left center field. Walked and come around to score. First pitch to her, grounded down to third and passed Gano into the corner. Jordan Allen running around to cut it up. They're waving the runner from third. Throw back in. There'll be no throw to the plate. Double and another run, 10-2 Tryon. That ball's hit right down the line. May have hit the bag and went way down in the corner. That's the pitcher. No, it must be the catcher for Tryon they're running for. Again, this Tryon group is a very good hitting team. Very, very good hitting team. There's another team warming up out there in the outfield. And balls are coming in on the field. And not sure who that team is. Looks like maybe Jefferson County. The delayed action here a little bit. So number 8, cleanup hitter stepping in the box. She's homered and singled in the ball game. First pitch to her is called strike 1. She hit a no-doubter back in the first inning. 2-run shot deep over the left field fence. 0-1 pitch high. One and 1. One pitch high. Coach Ray gonna join us here. Jeremy's gonna take a little break. You doing all right today, Coach?
Well, I was doing better in the first inning.
I hear you. 2-1 pitch, swung on a line down the left field line into the corner. Another run's gonna come around to score. Allen trying to dig it out down there. She can't get it. Runner's waved over to third. Throw into third. No. They're going to talk about and try to discuss now whether they're going to send the runner back to second. Ball must have got tied up in the fence down there. It's kind of hard from our angle to see.
Well, it looked like Jordan stood up, and then she was running. So Jordan went back to get the ball because they were yelling at her to get the ball.
I got you.
Well, I can see. I tell you, Keith Tryon is hitting the ball pretty good. They're swinging the bats right now. And we don't have an answer for it right this minute.
I agree, Coach. I was just talking earlier. They're a good hitting ball team.
Yeah, I watched them yesterday. We were playing in the stadium, and they were playing on the same field, and they're side by side. And I watched them yesterday when we were playing. Telfair's got a good pitcher, and they hit her pretty good as well. So
that's right.
We just got to come in and score some runs. We get an out right here. We come in and chip away a little bit. That's all we've got to do. We just can't give up.
That's right.
Chalk this one up.
First pitch is a ball. This girl here hit a solo homer back in the first inning. 1-0 to her, grounded down to Gano. She'll throw across.
Got it.
End the inning. Yeah, Coach, we've had our opportunities. We've had runners on both innings.
Yeah, and we're going to have runners on because right now, with the way the weather is, the ball's going to be wet. You got a little drizzle. There's no pitcher here. I watched Gordon lead the first inning, defending state champions. They're in the stadium, and we're in the field beside them. I was watching them, and their pitcher was struggling.
That's right.
The Marion County pitcher who's toted them for their whole season, she was struggling. I mean, they were just walking batters to bases. Both of them had 2 or 3 runners on each inning. So it's just it's not good weather for a pitcher.
It's not. And you get deep in those counts, and then you give up the long ball. You know.
Because you've got to throw a pitch across the plate.
That's right.
And you don't have a lot of spin on it because you don't grip it well. You don't have a lot of movement.
That's right. These 200-foot fences, and these bats nowadays, it don't take long for that ball to get out of these places.
I don't know how many home runs I've seen, but there have been quite a few just on the games that I've watched.
That's right. I'm just saying, I've been to a lot of tournaments, and yesterday was one of the first times I ever got to the ballpark before 9 o'clock, really. The game started at 9, played one game, and left the ballpark at dark and never played another ball game. But, we watched a lot of ball games, and like you say, saw a lot of home runs hit.
Well, Georgia High School's got a lot on their plate. They've got 64 teams here, 8 fields. Do you call it? Do you let them play into the night and mess the fields up and can't get them ready for today? Or do you the rain's going to be gone? It should be gone right now, but there's just a little drizzle that
won't go away, just nagging. So Gano's going to step in and try to get us going here in the bottom of the third. First pitch there's ball in the dirt.
We just got to score. I mean, we're down 11-2 in the bottom of the third inning. We just got to chip away, get a couple, come in, hold them, get a couple, and we'll be okay.
That's right. Of course, we watched a couple of teams playing here last night before we left. One team would kind of get a lead like this, and the other team would come running right back.
That's a
hard
base
hit
maybe
ball.
A double. It's going to the fence. No.
Their outfielders are fast. Like on that ball hit earlier over in the right field, Jenna got doubled up on it. You would have thought that ball was getting down, and that girl just made a great running catch.
Well, when you're at this level and there's only 4 teams left that still winning, these 4 teams are pretty good.
That's exactly right. 4 of the best teams in the state of Georgia in our classification, if not all of them. Pitch up and away to Kimbeck, 1-0.
There's a lot of difference in single A and 8A, people say, but right now you couldn't watch this game and tell which team was a single A, double A, triple A, 8A, 7A. You couldn't tell.
No, sir, you sure couldn't. 2 balls, no strikes to Kimbeck. Swung on and popped out into the right field, right center. Center fielder's going to call off the right fielder for out number 1.
Jack just got under it a little bit.
Just missed that pitch,
yeah.
It looked like.
She was a little bit behind. If she'd got her hands extended right there, she'd have hit that ball. She would have hit it well.
Of course, we have a lot of power on our lineup, up and down the lineup.
We do. Our leadoff batter, 3,
4-hole, 5-hole, 6-hole, 7-hole batters have all hit multiple home runs this year. First pitch to Ramsey James, high and away. Gano still down at first. I was about to say, didn't understand why we wasn't getting a runner for her, but she's now the third baseman. She don't get a runner. Got to run for herself this time. 1-0 to James, high again, ball 2.
Yeah, there's not too many times Aniston's run the bases for us this year.
There's not. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded up over the short.
I tell you what,
she didn't get it.
The shortstop made an error, but she's probably one of the best shortstops in these 64 teams here.
Is that right? The third baseman made an effort to get that ball, and it might have distracted the shortstop just a little bit.
I watched her make some plays yesterday against Telfair. She caught a ball. It was already crossed the bag. She caught the ball and threw the runner out first base. She made a great play.
And she almost caught that line drive last inning. Elle hit, Elle Watson, and She ran over towards the middle, and I said, that ball hit so hard it went into right field after it hit her glove. It didn't go to left field. So we're going to get a courtesy runner now for Ramsey James, who's now the pitcher. Still going to be Kaylee Kofer, same courtesy runner down at first. Cassidy Newsom up to bat.
Yeah, Cassie had a great series last weekend.
She
last week against Commerce. She was really swinging the bat well in that series.
Hit 2 long home runs, they said.
Yeah,
First pitch to her is a strike.
They walked her 2 times, and then she got a single. So she had a really good weekend.
Good to see all these kids. Bats heating up right here around the time we need them to at playoff time. Second pitch to her is ball outside. They got 2-0 on the scoreboard, but I think it's 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
1-1 pitch. Call,
Wow.
strike. Looked high. Almost done it again. I've done that a few times this game. I've said high for a ball, and he's throwed his arm up for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it was a rise ball, but it had already crossed the plate above her letters.
Ball high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, and 1 out. Just a pitch. Fouled off over the first base side.
And she had to swing at that. That was that pitch that he called a strike.
Same
borderline. Yeah, you can't let it go by in this situation. 2 strikes for runner at scoring position.
Got a good beat of the bat on it. Fouled it off. Wait, another 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on a line down the right field line, but foul. She can straighten that out. We'd scored a couple there, I think.
Yeah, that ball hits the line. It's going into the corner of the fence there, which their right fielder's got some speed too.
She does. That's what I'm saying. She caught that ball off of the. I'm trying to think who hit that one a while ago, but she caught that ball that was hit out in that right center field gap. I'd have never thought she'd have got to. Another 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on
That may drop.
No, center fielder's playing short.
She was.
Center fielder popped out in the center field, and the center fielder playing shallow, very shallow, and was able to make the catch for out number 2.
You kind of wonder if they talked to Commerce and they got a scouting report.
Yeah. Probably did. They both right up there on that Tennessee border, I think, is where these teams come from.
That's
North Carolina, Tennessee, up in that area where they're at.
the center fielder, unless she got her players mixed up, was playing pretty shallow.
She was. So it's going to bring Jenna Shaw up to the plate. Call strike on the first pitch.
Good knee-high strike. You're on the inside part of the plate.
Saying earlier, Coach, that Jenna got the rally going yesterday with a walk.
Yeah.
And got a pinch runner for her, and that runner will come around to score the first run. She's going to foul the ball straight back. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Had runners every inning.
Yeah.
So far, just need to start getting a few of them to score. Swung on a missed strike 3. That'll end the bottom half of the third. Still 11-2. So I believe Tryon, I have their 5, 6, and 7 hitters up. Top of the 4th.
And we should have coming in, we should have 9-1-2.
9-1-2 next inning. Jordan, Ansley Brogdon, and Il Watson. Jeremy's telling me I need to say some other words here. I need to thank our sponsor, Connell Cabinets and Millworks, located at 28 East Church Avenue in Lakeland. View a lot of their work online at connellcabinets.com, or you can stop by and see them in person or give them a call at 229-482-3037. That's Connell Cabinets and Millworks sponsoring these championship series games up in Columbus. Thank you.
Yeah, we've got some great sponsors in Lanier County. I mean, we've got great support. Have a lot of parents here, a lot of just friends. Just got a lot of support in our county. So
We do. We do. I told some folks earlier the first pitch was a ball. But I told some folks earlier that win or lose this game, you can expect to see a lot more people here for the second game because once people get off work, if it's after the ground ball base hit up the middle.
Ken Beck just missed that. She
Just did.
dove up the middle and just missed that.
If people have time to make that second game, they'll make that trip. That's how Lanier County does things. Got a lot of people listening at home. Everybody proud of this ball team. So we'll have a runner down at first. 6-hole batter up to bat. First pitch to her is a ball. Again, we're in the top half of the fourth inning. Lady Dawgs trailing 11-2. No outs here. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first.
Yeah, that pitch may have been outside. It's kind of tough to tell, but height-wise, it's a little bit bigger girl than Cassidy's. Pretty
It is.
similar. Ramsey's got a little hump in her pitch.
That's right.
But we can't work behind. We got to work ahead a little bit.
3-0 pitch. High, ball 4. Put runners on first and second. Still nobody out.
Number 17 coming to bat. She had a hard line drive to left center field, her first at bat. Seemed to swing the bat pretty good. First pitch called strike.
She sacrificed the last time. Pushed the bunt up towards first. Ale picked it up and throwed it to Ansley for the first out of the last inning. She's swinging and hits a line drive out in the right field. Jenna Shaw up with it. Runners, they're going to hold the runner up at third. Thought about sending her.
You know, in this situation, the grass is wet. I mean, you almost, as a coach, of course, 2-1 ball game, you make a lot different decisions than you do 11-2.
That's right.
But grass is wet and the ball's rolled in the grass for 20 feet, 30 feet. You know, it's tough for her to come up and make a perfect throw to the plate.
It is. We talked about that earlier. Anytime the ball touches the ground, they throw it out and get it dried off. First pitch ground to Kimbeck. She's going to go over to first. Thought about coming to the plate.
She looked and wasn't. Girl got a pretty good jump at third base, and
she did.
She wanted to make sure we got an out.
So one run's going to score, makes it 12-2.
Runners at second and third.
Lead-off batter up again, like she has hit in every inning. She's come up to the plate. She's hit by a pitch twice. She has a line drive out to
right field. She's going to center this time. Here comes the throw. Not in time.
2 more runs score. So that
throw was on line, just didn't get there in time.
Yeah, Jenna come up throwing. Just a little late. Good speed, this Tryon team. Going to make the score 14-2. Yeah, that leadoff hitter has been tough. She's reached base each time today. So 14-2, 1 out, top of the 4th inning. 2-hole hitter. She's reached 2 of her 3 times. She's also hit in every inning. As has the 3-hole hitter and the 4-hole hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped out into center field. Gracie takes a couple of steps back, makes the catch, fires the ball back in towards the infield. Gets by. Got by Brogdon there, and runner's going to take off and take second base.
You know, you kind of tough. We've had runners at base and just couldn't get that hit to score a run, and mentally that takes a little bit out of you. And
It does.
the other team scoring some runs, and I think we just lost a little focus right there. We just pressing a little bit, trying to get us a run.
We've had opportunities to score, and that's kind of disheartened, I think, the team that we didn't. I agree with you. I think that took them out of the ball game a little bit here. Maybe they can get back in it.
Well, I will say one thing for this softball team. I have not seen them quit.
They have not. They haven't quit all year.
In any ball game, they just don't quit. The weight room, their work ethic, they just don't quit. I've seen them be pushed in the weight room, and none of them quit. I mean, they will get after it, work. So that's not an issue. We just got to score one to get us where we feel like we're back in this.
Yes, sir. So we got an 0-2 count. A 3-hole hitter here for Tryon. Difference in the ball game is, I think, is that Tryon has got the key hits, and when we've had people on base, we didn't get them. But they start falling, and this game could have been 14-12 right now. Still 0-2. Just a pitch, swung on and hit hard past shortstop. Allen up with it, throws towards the plate, off the line, another runner score. Make it 15-2.
She hit that ball through. Jack made a great effort. Dove through the hole, that ball just got by her.
It did. It just, balls hit hard. Even on this wet clay, it still shot through that infield in a hurry. Still go back to the cleanup hitter, number 8 here. She come up with 1 on and 2 out in the top of the first and hit that ball over the left field fence. Thought we was about to get out of the inning, and she put a charge into one. She hits a foul ball off over the right side.
Well, this little pitch down and away, and I'd like to see Ramsey keep it there if she could, not give her something up, belt high on the inside part of the plate.
Oh, 1. Blooped over third out in the left field. Another hit.
Tell you, sometimes when it's been in games like this, there's not much you can do. I mean, that hit that off the handle, went right over the infield for a base hit.
Like you said, these girls have no quit in them. So they, even if this game ends up the way it is now, they'll still be a hard out. And they'll be whoever they play next. We'll find out there's no quit in them.
Ball 1.
Don't know how he didn't see that one. It was a strike. Might be that plate covered in dirt. There is corners on that thing. 1-0 pitch.
Look good. Yep.
Fouled off of herself. We was talking about it earlier. This lineup they're big. The girls are just big girls. Most of them.
Yeah, they are.
Athletic. Big and athletic.
Count 1-1, 2 outs.
1-1 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Foul past third.
We needed that to stay fair, and Anderson just stepped on the bag.
They've hit a lot of balls right there, just foul.
Now would be a good time to change up. She's out in front. I'd like to see Ramsey throw her a change up.
Another foul. Coach hadn't made a play down there at third yet.
We need him to suit up, play shortstop for him, don't we?
That's right. 1-2, 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
Big pitch, yes,
Call
sir.
strike 3. Nice pitch there from Ramsey.
Inside part of the plate, froze her. She wasn't expecting that ball to come in on her hands like that.
She wasn't. And honestly, I thought that was the same spot the one before we was talking about was. But That's why I get to sit back here and talk about it, not stand back there and call.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's tough being on the radio, Keith, because I'm usually not very quiet.
That's right.
Ball game, I won't, be cheering for the girls, but it's you can't yell for them on the radio.
That's right.
I do want to say those special things. We got a lot of people listening. We got a lot of our kids listening. Just had a text said that they were listening at lunch at high school. Had a lot of kids listening to our broadcast. We want to say shout out to you guys for supporting these Lady Bulldogs, even though you're not here. I know it means a lot to the girls.
It does. I had text yesterday. My phone, Jeremy says, you need a new phone. I said, no, the battery can't hold up to all that many texts. That's so many people texting and saying we're listening. And tell the girls we're listening. And we did. We tried to as best we could.
Well, I had to, I was at Cook 2 years ago, and they sent me a text yesterday and said, hey, man, y'all played a great game. I said, were y'all listening? He said, no, we were watching. I said, y'all watching? He said, yeah, somebody's streaming it live.
That's right.
Technology has come a long way.
It's come a long way.
To be riding a school bus here and be watching the game, somebody else is playing on your phone.
That's right. Jordan Allen going to lead off for us. Fouls one straight back.
Jordan, that was a good swing.
It was.
She is, I tell you, when she took off a year, and you could tell her first couple of ball games she had taken off a year of softball, but she has really picked back up these last 2-3 weeks of the season. She is swinging the bat well.
Fouls another one straight back.
She's right on it.
She's right on it. Just quarter of an inch off from hitting a line drive base hit somewhere.
You always like to wish, but I would love to have seen her play last year to where she could have been like this at the starting of the season and then progressed more.
That's right. Ball low, 1-2. Umpire kind of flinched there.
It was close.
It was close.
It was, that strike zone they have Major League Baseball with a square. I'm not sure that might not have went through.
Might have went through the square, the bottom of the square.
Yeah, the bottom line there.
1-2 pitch. Ball up and away. Got some of the guys telling me, hey, if they can't go to the softball game, tell them to come to the football game tonight. So if y'all are still home in Lanier County, the football team does play at home, hosting Telfair County at 7:30 at Rockmore Stadium. They got a couple of more games. Get out and support them. Jordan's going to swing through a low inside pitch. Strike number 3.
Just pulled her head off that pitch. She had 2 really good swings and just pulled off that pitch. But you're right. I know our football team hadn't done great. The wins and losses says we haven't done great, but I'll tell you, I really like what I'm seeing in our football right now. And you say, well, how can you say that? You're 0-8. But I'm going to tell you, the kids we've got, we had 3 freshmen starting against the number 1 and number 2 team in the state, 3 freshman linebackers, and they get after it.
Exactly right.
I know we're talking about football and not telling you what's going on in softball, but, we've got a lot of young kids. We've got some great coaches right now together. They work well together. We keep them to stay 4 or 5 more years. I say I promise, but I believe we're going to be in that top 24 in about 3 years.
Yes, sir. Angela Brogdon up the bat. 1 ball, 1 strike count. She pops one out towards second. Second baseman drifts back, makes the play. Second out of the inning. Lady Dawgs 1 out away from dropping their first game here. I believe that's be the run rule, wouldn't it, Coach? 15-2 after 4.
12 after 4.
It's a 13-run lead, so.
Yeah, we sure need Elle to get on. Aniston, Elle and Gracie get on, and Aniston.
Call strike on Elle.
Yeah, but right now the pitcher doesn't have to press a whole lot. She's got some room, and she's going straight at Elle right now.
She doesn't. She has thrown a lot of pitches in this ball game. We worked her deep in the count. Ball outside. Early in the game, we was first inning there. Every batter was a 2-2, 3-2 count.
Elle's gonna make her throw some pitches.
She is. Her and Gracie both had, and Ansley done a good job of that.
I don't know that I've ever seen Elle swing at a first pitch strike, or until she gets a strike called on her. I've never seen her swing the bat.
That's right. Of course, they all playing through the knee injury this year and has had a good year.
Yeah, last year it was pretty frustrating. She was playing shortstop. Of course, Jack got hurt. She was playing shortstop and run into her left field, and it was almost like they just kind of collided a little bit. But
That's
she tore
right.
all 3 ligaments.
That's right. 2-2 count, foul down the right field line. It's going to get in the pine trees out of play.
And Elle's not 100%.
That's right.
She's playing first base for us. She's usually our outfielder.
That's right. She was the starting left fielder and played shortstop that one game, and her and Mallory run into one another. Mallory was usually the right fielder. Ball away, full count.
This is a big pitch for us.
It is.
We're going to either be on base or it's going to be ball game. So great
Ball
job.
up and away.
Great job, Elle.
Takes the walk.
That keeps us alive right there, Keith.
It does.
You know, if you come up and you have to say just do or die, I mean, that's your top of your lineup, so that's why you put them in the top.
That's right.
Got Gracie Brunel, number 22, standing in the box.
So far today, Gracie's got a bunt single. Takes call, strike one.
That's a good take in this situation.
Bunt single and grounded out to third. Yeah, you want to make her throw a strike.
Yeah,
Just walk Dale.
that was borderline high pitch.
She tried to bunt through. They throw behind Dale.
Elle dove back in first base. The first baseman just didn't get a glove on it, which we got a.
Got an 0-2 count now on Gracie.
This is a. I'm sure she's going high and outside. Yeah, catcher sets up outside.
Swung straight through it, and that'll be the ball game. So game 2 not going quite as we would have hoped, but Lady Dawgs aren't done. They'll come back, I believe. Schedule's off. I believe it said 4 o'clock, but it's probably going to be a little bit later than that. So final from game 2, Tryon 15, Lady Dawgs 2. If you'll look on social media and everything, we'll try to let everybody know what time the next game. As soon as we find out, we'll put something on there and let everybody know.
Yeah, this game was supposed to be last night, 7 o'clock game. So we know there was a 9 o'clock game this morning. So it was the 7, the 9, and this morning. So there are 3 games behind.
That's right.
And the loser of this was supposed to play at 2 today if everything stayed on schedule.
They pushed it back to 4. So, and they hadn't changed that, but then they pushed this game back they changed it to this game to 10, that game to 4, but then they changed us to 11, so it could be 5 or 6 now. So, but nonetheless, as soon as we find out a game time, we'll get that on social media. But that's going to do it for game 2. Again, we want to thank our sponsor, Connell Cabinets and Millworks. And we'll let everybody know when game 3 will begin, and we'll hear from you back again then. Thank you.